Hello guys, so I have more materials which will help you to learn English. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press a like button. Man, boy, teacher, chair, door, pen, desk, student, woman, notebook, girl, window. Euro, lire, dollar, yen. Full name, age, address, job, where from, email address, telephone number, married or single. Student card. Name, Jamie Stewart Burden. Place of study, University of Glasgow. Course of study, art history. Contact telephone number 0141 228 4275. Email address j.burden@glass.ac.uk. This card entitles you to use the facilities of the Students' Union, including the library, the computer center, and the bar. This is my car and I love it. It's a German car and it's my favorite color, silver. It's really fast, really comfortable, and it's got a fantastic CD player. It's just great. My favorite thing isn't really a thing. It's our pet cat, Billy. We've got 4 cats in our family, but Billy's my favorite. He's black and white and he's got beautiful green eyes. He isn't very friendly with other people, but he loves me. I'm a professional musician, so my trumpet's really important to me. Actually, I've got 3, but this one's my favorite. It's a Bach trumpet made in America, and it's about 40 years old. My favorite thing is my computer, my laptop. It isn't new, but I really like it. I really like the orange color, and it's got everything I want. Email, the internet, a DVD player, and I've got some really good games in it. I love my laptop. Do you go to bed early or late? Do you have dinner early or late? Do you get up early at the weekend? An American star in London. There are many Americans in Britain, but the most famous is pop singer Madonna. She lives in London with her British husband, film director Guy Ritchie, and sends her children to school in Britain too. So what does she like about London? The theater, the art, the architecture, and I love the pubs. We often go to our local pub with friends. It's really fun. She also loves cycling in London parks with her children. And what does she think about British people? Americans work more than the British, but Europeans enjoy their free time more than Americans, and I really like that. So does she miss the USA? I miss friends, she says. And a British star in Hollywood. Actress Catherine Zeta-Jones comes from an ordinary family in a very ordinary town, Swansea in Wales. But this day she enjoys the life of a Hollywood film star. She lives in a big house in Beverly Hills with her husband, billionaire Hollywood actor Michael Douglas, and their 2 children. The couple also have homes in Los Angeles, Colorado, New York, Bermuda, and Mallorca. So with all this, does she miss Wales? The answer is yes. Catherine's a big star these days, but she still loves Welsh rugby, says an old friend. She also misses her family and often goes back to see them. So now she and her husband have got another house, this time in Swansea. Karen is at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in Manhattan, New York. She has $25 and it's 10 past 3. She wants to be at JFK Airport at 4:30. You can take a taxi, but it is often slow because of the traffic. The journey takes about an hour and costs $35, and also a tip of 15–20% for the driver. You can take a subway, the A train, to Hoover Beach JFK station, and then a bus to the airport terminal. A journey of about 90 minutes. The subway costs $2 and the bus is free. You can walk through Central Park to the Museum of Natural History, about 20 minutes. From there, you can take the subway to Hoover Beach JFK Station, $2, and then an air train to JFK Airport Station, $5. It takes about an hour on the subway and another 12 minutes on the air train. You can take the subway to Grand Central Station. It takes 5 minutes and costs $2. From there, you can take the New York Airport Express bus. The journey takes about an hour and costs $13. In the afternoon, the buses leave every 20 minutes at 3 o'clock, 20 past 3, 20 to 4, etc. It is 11:30 in the morning and you are in London. You want to buy a return ticket to Glasgow in Scotland. You want to come back on Sunday. You would like to know the cost, the time of the train, the platform number, and the arrival time. Write your questions and then speak to the ticket clerk. It is 9:30 in the morning and you are in Brighton in the south of England. You want to go to London for the day and come back this evening. You would like to know the cost, the time of the train, the platform number, and the arrival time. Write your questions and then speak to the ticket clerk. Kemal is a student from Ankara in Turkey. Mekong lives in Seoul, the capital of South Korea. Dmitry lives in Moscow, the capital of Russia. Sonia comes from Recife in the north of Brazil. How many McDonald's restaurants are there in the world? How much blood is there in the human body? How much rain is there in the Sahara Desert every year? How many kilometers are there in 10 miles? An ordinary life, an amazing idea. Tim Berners-Lee looks very ordinary. He's about 50 years old and has brown hair. He was born in England, but now he lives in Massachusetts in the USA. But in 1989, Tim had a very important idea. He invented the World Wide Web. Tim went to school in London. Both his parents worked with computers, so it isn't surprising that he loved computers from an early age. When he was 18, he left school and went to Oxford University where he studied physics. At Oxford, he became more and more interested in computers and he made his first computer from an old television. He graduated in 1976 and got a job with a computer company in Dorset, England. In 1989, he went to work in Switzerland, where he first had the idea of an international information network linked by computer. He decided to call it the World Wide Web, and he also decided to make his ideas free to everyone. That is why today we do not pay to use the internet. In 1994, he went to live in the United States, where he now works. In 1995, he wrote an article in the New York Times where he said, "The web is a universe of information and it is for everyone." Today, his idea of a web where people from all over the world can exchange information is real. The Lord of the Rings. The three Lord of the Rings films appeared in 2001, 2002, and 2003. They are based on the novels of the British writer J.R.R. Tolkien. The director Peter Jackson filmed them in New Zealand. They cost more than $300 million to make, and in all, more than 20,000 actors appeared in the three films. After Titanic, they are the three most successful films ever, taking over $3 billion in total. The final film, The Return of the King, won 11 Oscars. In some countries, fans queued for 3 weeks to buy tickets. In New Zealand, they had an enormous party for the first night of The Return of the King. They even changed the name of Wellington, their capital city, to Middle-earth for the evening. The King of Thailand owns the biggest diamond in the world. It is called the Golden Jubilee and it weighs 2.6 kilograms. The most expensive car in the world is the Ferrari Enzo Coupe. It costs about $650,000, and it is also one of the fastest cars. It can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.65 seconds. Macy's in Manhattan, New York, is the busiest, and some people say the best, department store in the world. It has 10 shopping floors and 500,000 items for sale. It's Friday night and Michelle is getting ready to go out. At work, Michelle wears dark colors and very little makeup, so when she goes out, she wears bright colors. This evening, she's wearing a new pink top and a blue skirt and quite a lot of makeup. Skiing holiday. Courchevel in the French Alps has the largest ski area in the world with 250 lifts and 600 kilometers of perfect snow. The nightlife is very active. There are bars and clubs open till late and fantastic restaurants for all tastes. The Hotel de Armor is a modern building with 350 rooms, a swimming pool, and sauna, and it's only 5 minutes from the nearest ski lift. Prices from €699 a week, including ski pass and ski hire. Holiday in Turkey. Situated in beautiful Ölüdeniz, we're only 5 minutes from the sea. Our very modern Turkish apartment sleeps 5 and has its own small garden. The town of Fethiye, with its old streets and buildings, is only 15 kilometers away. If you want a quiet, peaceful break near the sea, then this is perfect for you. €650 a week. The natural world. Elephants can't jump, pigs can't look up at the sky, and kangaroos can't walk backwards. Africa is the only continent in the world that doesn't have an active volcano. Dogs can see colors. Guide dogs watch the traffic to see when it is safe to cross. They can see the difference between red and green traffic lights. Chimpanzees can't talk, but they can learn sign language. Some chimps learn up to 240 different signs. About 10% of people in the world are left-handed. Studies show that dogs and cats also prefer to use either their right or left paws. So check if you have a right or a left-handed pet. The average person eats around 8 kilos of dirt during their lifetime. This is because of badly washed fruit and vegetables. Animal quiz. How much dirt does the average person eat during their life? What kind of animals can jump? Which continent has no active volcanoes? How fast does the Earth rotate? How many ants are there in the world? How long can snails sleep? How do guide dogs know when to cross the road? How far do Arctic terns fly every year? What is the present population of the world? The Isle of Wight. Just 2.5 hours journey from London, the Isle of Wight is perfect for a weekend break with its 380 square kilometers of farmland, cliffs and beaches. You can stay in a B&B at Freshwater Bay and go for long walks along the cliff paths and beaches, or hire a bicycle and ride around the island, stopping at Carisbrooke Castle with its magnificent views over the island. If you want something more exciting, try a one-day paragliding course or go sailing. The Isle of Wight is a paradise for sailors. For children, there is a steam railway which starts from Ryde on the north coast. In the evenings, you can relax after a good day's walking in one of the many excellent fish restaurants. Canterbury and Leeds Castle. With its magnificent cathedral, many museums and old city walls, Canterbury is one of the most historic and beautiful cities in the country. You can stay at a hotel or B&B and spend your day visiting the 900-year-old cathedral and shopping. or visit nearby Leeds Castle, which is situated on two islands in the middle of a small lake and is one of the loveliest castles in the country. It was first built in the 9th century and later became the home of King Henry VIII. Today, it is a favorite with visitors with beautiful parks to walk in, as well as gardens, a golf course, a museum, and in summer, outdoor concerts. Dublin. Dublin, the capital city of the Republic of Ireland, is situated on the east coast on the River Liffey and has an international airport with cheap, frequent flights from London. It's a lively and cosmopolitan city, and if you walk along the famous O'Connell Street, you will find exciting shops, bars, and restaurants. If you like sightseeing, you can also visit the famous Dublin Castle, Trinity College, and Phoenix Park, one of the largest city parks in the world. In the evening, you can listen to traditional Irish music in the bars, and you can try the most popular drink in Ireland, Guinness, a black beer. Close by the city, there are lovely beaches, and just over an hour away are the Wicklow Mountains for walks and beautiful views. And you will have no problems finding good accommodation. Dublin is famous for its excellent B&Bs. Weather Fact File. The hottest place in the world is El Azizia in Libya. In 1922, it had the highest temperature ever, 58 degrees Celsius. Chicago in the north of the United States is called the Windy City. Florida in the south is known as the Sunny State. It never snows in Brazil. The wettest place in the world is Mawsynram in India, which has around 1.2 meters of rain every year. On July 21st, 1983, Vostok in Antarctica had a temperature of minus 89 degrees Celsius, the coldest temperature ever recorded. Countries near the equator, like Malaysia and the Philippines, have only two seasons a year, the wet season and the dry season. Touch through the ages. An American company, Remington & Sons, made the first typewriter in 1871. All the letters in the World Typewriter were on the top line of the keyboard so that salesmen could demonstrate the machine more easily. Amazingly, the letters are still in the same place on the modern computer keyboard. In 1876, when Alexander Graham Bell demonstrated a fantastic new invention called the telephone, nobody was very interested in it. The first fax machine appeared at around the same time, but it was so enormous that no one wanted one. In fact, fax machines didn't become popular for another 100 years. Then there was the walkie-talkie, a small two-way radio first used by the US Army in the 1930s. However, since they weighed about 13.5 kilos, the talking was perhaps easier than the walking. After World War II, they became popular with police officers. Before that, they had to use whistles to call for help. Nowadays, of course, we can send messages and pictures around the world in a few seconds using computers and mobile phones. It's hard to believe that email was only invented in 1971 and the first text message was sent in 1992. Today, we send over 1 billion text messages around the world every single day and an incredible 36 billion emails. How many phone calls have you made so far today? How many emails have you received this week? How many hours have you spent on the internet this week? How many mobile phones have you owned in your life? How many letters have you written this year? How much TV have you watched this week? How many books have you read this year? How many computers have you owned? Hi, my name's Marina and I come from Takov in the Czech Republic. It's a town in the west of the country. I'm 18 years old and I study engineering at the university here. I'm interested in all types of sport, especially hockey and basketball. I also love reading and computers and I love dogs. My family have 4. Please write back. Hi, my name's Yao and I come from Belo Horizonte in the south of Brazil. I'm 25 years old and I'm at university. I'm studying languages at university. I speak Portuguese, of course, and also English and Spanish. I love rock music, but I don't like classical music. I'm also very interested in sport. I play tennis every day. I want to talk to people from all over the world to learn more about their culture. Taka, 26-year-old, from Japan. Works as a junior fashion designer in Japan, staying in England for 1 year to improve her English. Wants to do a course where she will meet and talk to people to use her English. Interests: dance, fashion, photography. Needs to learn more about computers for her job. Mark and Lena got married last year and they moved into a new house last month. They love ethnic furniture and decorations, especially rugs, lamps, plates, etc. Tom loves music, especially folk music. Helen likes interesting ethnic clothes. Anna is 8 and Steven is 5. They like any kind of toys. Amy is very interested in food and drink. She loves trying interesting and unusual food from around the world, especially cheese, meat, bread, and wine. Roberta enjoys reading, especially travel books, cookery books, novels, and poetry. It is 11:30 in the morning. You have information about trains to Glasgow in Scotland from London. The next train is at 12 o'clock. It arrives in Glasgow at 5:30. It costs €33, £33 for a single ticket and £55 for a return. It leaves from platform 5. Gaby, 32 years old, working in a travel agency at the moment, but after 10 years wants a change of career. Does not want to work in an office again, would like to do something active, possibly with children. Needs a part-time evening course as she will continue to work during the day. Interests: swimming, basketball, traveling, and meeting new people. Application form. Title, surname, first name, date of birth, sex, nationality, home address, telephone, fax number, email address, passport number. Oliver, 18 years old, doesn't know what he wants to do as a career, spends a lot of his time playing in a rock band with his friends. He does not really want to do a full-time course because of this. His parents are worried about him. They want him to study something useful for his career. Interests: music, drama, and computer. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching this video.